Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A on my vegetarian lifestyle. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, then just keep on watching. So I compiled a bunch of questions about this topic because a lot of people always ask me these same questions again and again whenever they find out that I'm vegetarian. So I just wanted to make a video just in case anyone else is interested about it. And I hope this really does inform some people about vegetarianism. These are mostly like personal experiences, but if you guys are interested in any more questions about vegetarianism, I probably will be making one in the future. So let's start. The first question is, how long have I been vegetarian? So I think I transitioned last year, June 25th. So I've been a vegetarian for around a year and 2 months. Another question is, why did I decide to go vegetarian? So I don't think there's one specific reason why, but I'll just start off with like how it led up to me deciding to go vegetarian. So I follow this girl on YouTube. I follow this girl on Instagram, and I also watch her YouTube videos. Her name is Sam James. If you guys don't know her, she's a vegan fitness YouTuber, and she mainly posts like fitness videos, but she also has like Q&As and like vlogs on her vegan life. So the way she talked about veganism actually got me really interested. So one day I just decided to do my research. I do watch a lot of other videos that are related to that. I watch vegan what I eat in a day videos. I also watch vlogs on veganism, videos, informative videos on veganism. I've always been interested in veganism, but I never actually read or watched something that was informative enough for me to make the switch to vegetarianism or veganism. So one day I was at a hotel and I just wanted to watch like a documentary, and I watched Cowspiracy. So this is the only vegan documentary that I've ever watched. Cowspiracy opened my eyes to the realities of the world. I always thought that people turned vegan only because of animals, and that was also my main reason. That was like my first reason. I also realized the impact of animal agriculture not only on animals but also on the environment. I also believe that the realities presented in that documentary was enough to push me to transition into a better lifestyle that doesn't badly affect like the environment or animals. So to summarize, I turned vegetarian first because of animals, and then I stayed vegetarian because of how horrible the animal industry really is to animals and the environment, and to a lot more things. So another question is, what were people's reactions when I turned vegetarian? So my parents' reaction is, at first they were against it. They were very concerned about my protein and all the nutrients that I wasn't getting and all that, and I do understand their concern. At first, it's kind of frustrating, but you also realize that these people have also been eating meat all their lives, and they're also not as informed as you are. So that's just an important thing to keep in mind. As for friends, some of them were like, oh, okay, like that's something I expected you to do, but some of them were also very shocked. So next is, does it bother you when your friends or family eat meat around you? No, it doesn't. Not at all. There's this notion around vegans that they're very pushy about their beliefs on you, but really a lot of people really aren't. It doesn't bother me the least bit. It only gets annoying when people are bothering you about it, like if they tell you, oh, you're missing out, or like sobrang sarap kaya, like it's just so not very sensitive about these kinds of things, but I fully respect other people's decisions in their life. So if you want to eat meat, then by all means just eat meat. But if you're going to mock me about it, that's just kind of annoying, and let's avoid that. Okay, so another question is, so how many in your family are vegetarian, and what is it like? I'm the only one in my family that is vegetarian, and it's not difficult at all. I cook my own meals, and it's not something that bothers me or that hassles me. Sometimes my mom does cook for me, and That is great. She cooks very good food. But it doesn't really bother me that I have to cook my own food because ever since before, I've always loved cooking. So I do get to try out a lot of new food because I cook a lot of new meals. I don't want to like get bored with a certain dish. So it's not all difficult, especially since I do like to cook. Next is, what is the transition like? It's actually very easy. It was very easy for me, given that before turning vegetarian, most of the time I only do eat vegetables. Like for example, when we had like the soup dish, I would only get like the vegetables and the soup. I was never a picky eater, so it was never really a problem. At the start of my lifestyle change, I did give myself some time to transition to fully get rid of eating meat, but it's actually easy if your reason for becoming vegetarian or your reason for shifting to a certain diet is something that you really believe in and something that you really want to stand by. So wasn't that difficult? Next, what do I eat? So I get this question a lot when I'm with my friends or family, and I know that a lot of people think that if you're vegetarian you can barely eat anything, but there are so many things that you can eat. There's not a lot of things that you have to remove from your diet aside from just the normal fish, beef, chicken, pork, but there's just so many things that you can eat. I do enjoy pasta a lot. I do also love burrito bowls. I am planning on actually filming a what I eat as a vegetarian video. So if you guys are interested in that, then just watch out because that will be coming soon. People are also concerned about my protein source. So I did get this a lot when I started my transition, and my protein mostly comes from beans, tofu, but there's so many other things where you can get protein. So you also have protein in soy and in quinoa. You can also get your protein from soy, quinoa, oats, and a lot of other things. I think people tend to think that, oh, vegetarians, vegans have like a protein deficiency, but that's not really true. What are the changes in your body? So like, did I lose weight or did my skin clear up? I know that a lot of people say that becoming vegetarian or vegan did change their skin, and for me that was really the case. I think it's mostly because in the first place I don't really have a lot of acne. I do have like 1 or 2 pimples like when I'm on my period or something like that, but most of the time I do have pretty clear skin, and I think that's why I didn't really notice like a change in my skin about it. As for like weight, I do know that if you transition into a vegan or vegetarian diet, you will have more food to consume. Given that vegan and vegetarian food contain like less calories, you do have a lot of like room to eat a lot more food, and that's something that I do enjoy. I did not lose weight because of becoming vegetarian. That was never actually a concern of mine that I wanted to become vegetarian to lose weight or this and that. In conclusion, for me, there wasn't really any noticeable changes about my weight or my skin when I turned vegetarian, but for some people there are, so it may be different for every single person. So another question that I get a lot is, do you plan on becoming vegan? Yes, eventually. The reason why I'm vegetarian right now is because it's kind of a lazy answer. It's kind of a lazy decision as well. I think that it will be much more difficult when I turn vegan, although I think I could become vegan. It's just that I choose not to be. There's no specific reason as to why, aside from being vegetarian is easier. This is very confusing to a lot of people and even to myself. Like most of the time I do get people saying, but aren't you still eating like chicken, like eggs, or like, and the dairy industry is still pretty horrible. And I am actually very aware of all of that. Baby steps and small changes are also a huge impact, as much as people don't like to believe. So there. So lastly is, what are your tips on becoming vegetarian, on transitioning? If you are from the Philippines and you want to be vegan or vegetarian or something like that, I do recommend that you join Manila Vegans. I did attend a talk in school before about veganism, and I'm also inside that Facebook group, and it is a wonderful community of Filipino vegans. When you first join the group, you do get like a mentor. If you have questions about it, they will help you out. Also in the page, there are a lot of people who post like where can you get vegan food, or what are the things you should watch, what are the steps you should take into becoming a vegan or vegetarian, and that is very helpful. There are a lot of documentaries that you can watch. I will be linking them down below in the description if you guys are like interested in that. Also, tips is to take it very slowly. For example, if you're very new to this, then I suggest like having 1 week, for 1 day of your week be like a meatless day, and then slowly it will become 2 days and then 3 days, or just start cutting off like animal products. So start with cutting off pork and then beef, chicken, fish, or however it will be easy for you. But I do believe that baby steps are the answer if you're not really sure about how to go about this diet or this lifestyle. So that's it for my Q&A. I hope that in some way this informed you guys about what's it like being a vegetarian, or like the things that go into becoming a vegetarian. If you guys are interested in more videos like this, just let me know. If you guys have any more video suggestions, and just comment down below. So I think this is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this, then don't forget to like down below and also subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.